In a heartbreaking turn of events, the boxing world has been shaken by the devastating news of Arturo Gatti Jr.'s untimely passing at just 17 years old. The young son of legendary boxer Arturo "Thunder" Gatti, who was following closely in his father's footsteps, has left behind a legacy of promise, potential, and love. As tributes pour in from across the boxing community, one of the most emotional came from YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul, who expressed his deep sorrow and respect for the young fighter gone too soon. Jake Paul, who has become a major name in the sport, took to social media to share his condolences and pay tribute to Arturo Gatti Jr. His message was heartfelt and raw, reflecting the pain felt by many in the boxing world. Jake's words honored not only the young fighter's memory, but also recognized the enormous shadow of his father, Arturo Gatti Sr., a boxing icon known for his courage, determination, and legendary fights inside the ring. "Rest in peace, champ," Jake wrote, alongside photos of Gatti Jr. and his father. "The sport lost one of its brightest young lights. Your legacy will live on." For those familiar with the Gatti name, this tragedy hits even harder. Arturo Gatti Sr. was one of the most beloved fighters of his era, a man whose wars with Mickey Ward became the stuff of boxing legend. Known for his incredible heart and never-give-up attitude, Gatti Sr. inspired millions around the world. His fights were brutal, emotional, and unforgettable, earning him a place in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Sadly, his own life ended in tragedy in 2009 under mysterious circumstances while vacationing in Brazil, a death that still remains clouded in questions and controversy. Now, history seems to have dealt another cruel blow to the Gatti family. Arturo Gatti Jr., born with the same fire and fighting spirit as his father, had been making waves as a young amateur boxer. Videos of his training sessions and sparring clips showed impressive skill, speed, and discipline beyond his years. Many fans believed he was destined to carry the Gatti name back to the top of the boxing world. His passion for the sport was undeniable. He spoke often about honoring his father's legacy and continuing what he started. But that dream has been tragically cut short. Details surrounding Arturo Gatti Jr.'s death are still emerging, but what's clear is the immense heartbreak felt by those who knew him. Friends, trainers, and fellow athletes have flooded social media with tributes, remembering him as not just a talented boxer, but also a humble, kind-hearted young man. He had his father's spirit, one of his close trainers shared. Every time he stepped in the ring, you could see the fire in his eyes. He wasn't fighting for fame. He was fighting for love, for his dad, and for the sport. Jake Paul's tribute especially stood out because of his influence in the sport today. Over the last few years, Jake has become one of boxing's most polarizing and talked-about figures, a man who went from YouTube entertainment to headlining professional boxing events. Despite criticism from traditional boxing fans, Jake has earned respect from many professionals for his dedication and hard work. His tribute to Gatti Jr. wasn't just a post. It was a recognition of the shared brotherhood within the fight game. Behind the fame, rivalries, and pay-per-view numbers, boxing remains a family, united by mutual respect and understanding of what it takes to step into the ring. In his post, Jake also mentioned how the loss of a young fighter reminds everyone of the fragility of life and the emotional toll the sport can take. "We push our bodies and minds to the limit," he wrote. "But sometimes, the fight outside the ring is even harder. Rest easy, young champ. You inspired more people than you'll ever know." His words struck a chord with fans and fighters alike, who echoed his sentiments with thousands of comments expressing love and condolences to the Gatti family. Arturo Gatti Jr.'s story was only beginning to unfold. Despite his youth, he had already earned a loyal following. Fans admired how he embraced his father's legacy while creating his own identity as a fighter. In interviews, he spoke with maturity beyond his years about dealing with the pressure of being the son of a legend. "People always compare me to my dad," he said in one of his early interviews. "But I just want to make him proud in my own way. I fight because it's in my blood." Those words now serve as a haunting reminder of the deep connection he shared with his late father. The Gatti family has once again been thrust into mourning, but they are surrounded by love from fans all over the world. Messages from boxing legends, fans, and even sports personalities outside the boxing world continue to pour in. Everyone remembers Arturo Jr. as a symbol of hope, a bridge between the sport's glorious past and its promising future. The outpouring of support shows just how deeply the Gatti legacy is embedded in the hearts of boxing fans everywhere. Jake Paul's tribute is a reflection of how much the Gatti family has influenced generations of fighters. Arturo Gatti Sr. inspired countless young boxers to dream big, fight hard, and never give up. And through his son, that legacy lived on, even if only for a short while. "It's heartbreaking," Jake said in a later interview. Gatti Jr. had the heart, the potential, and the name that meant so much to the sport. Losing someone that young, with that much promise, hurts everyone who loves boxing. As the boxing world continues to mourn, there's a sense that Arturo Gatti Jr.'s spirit will never truly fade. His story is one of passion, dedication, and love for his father, for boxing, and for life itself. Though he's gone far too soon, his memory serves as a reminder that greatness isn't always measured by championships or fame, but by the impact one leaves on others. In the end, Jake Paul's heartfelt tribute captures the emotion shared by millions: grief, respect, and admiration for a young fighter who had so much more to give. Arturo Gatti Jr. may have been only 17, but in that short time, he managed to leave behind a legacy that touched hearts and reminded the world why boxing is more than just a sport. It's a story of courage, family, and love. The ring may be silent now, but the name Gatti will echo forever.